Okay, let's get started. This is literally my fifth time trying to record this video because every single time I try to record it, something happens to the audio and I have to re-record everything. And I already been traveling, and I'm supposed to be picking up a bike today, but I don't think I'll be able to do that. It's already 3 o'clock, and before I was using my phone audio. Now I have to go carry this big old thing around. Yeah. Man, I don't know. I gotta. Anyways, so in today's video, I want to talk about my 1 month review of Phuket, living in Phuket, and photos and videos that I've taken while I was living there. Okay, first things first. When I checked in, there's this monkey-looking teddy bear and monkey bear, I guess, and he was on the bed. I thought it was very heavy, but he was very light because it left a dent in the bed. So I immediately thought that the bed was off, but it was very, very, very hard, very hard. It's okay. The views made up for everything. I caught this guy just skiing outside. It's pretty cool, but there's no beach on the where you see the trees there. Turn around, and I think I see the pool. Yeah, the infinity pool. And then I have some little friends, but they never come in the room, so it was pretty good. That was pretty nice. Always had something to look at outside. It was this hand carved ashtray, which is kind of popular in some places around here, but it's pretty nice. Hand carved. It's pretty nice. I had went to the restaurant to order some food. On my way back, it was raining. The sky was purple, so I just had to take a video of this sky real quick. It was really, really, really nice. Um, I don't know what I could say about it. It was just surreal. When I got back, took a photo of it. Oh man! Then I had a great Gatsby moment. That was pretty cool. Oh yeah, and the planets aligning and the night sky. Oh, that was a pretty great opportunity. Sorry, I got a very thin front door. So then at the restaurant now, uh, it was this big old teddy bear, life size monkey bear, and the restaurant's very wide open. Um, Even when it's raining, it's still a nice place to sit down and have a bite to eat. But this is what made this restaurant special because they had special offerings of cannabis infused products, which, for the sake of this video, I did order a few. But it's really funny that when you walk in to the restaurant, you have what you think you see something cool, but it's not. It's just for tea, you know. Plus, really, it's not that powerful at all. Oh yeah, and they have yeah, a spa. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. So I ordered the food. It came. Ordered this. On top is a uh, almost like a pad kapow, but without rice. It's just minced pork and Thai basil and chilies and seasonings, and of course they just threw this leaf on top. Same story for the omelet, and that's just a regular fat noodle, chicken fat chicken noodles on the bottom left there. Yeah, good meal. Filled me up pretty well. Didn't affect me in any way, but pretty well. Sometimes I'd have this problem where I'd order food. Guess what I ordered? I ordered nope, margarita pizza, just a plain mozzarella pizza. Sorry, mozzarella pizza. Ordered mozzarella. I got this. Not a big fan of seafood, but yeah. Moving on. So had this going down one of the walking streets in Phuket here. This was in Bo. Anyways, the thing is with these streets is really funny because this is like this used to be like a neighborhood, and most neighborhoods are kind of built like this, tiny street, and these used to be houses, or kind of still are, because it's a business on the bottom, and then someone's living up top, or they rent out the top space, or somebody came in, bought the place, and just renovated the whole thing into a restaurant. So that's pretty cool and unique in itself. And pork, oh my god, pork is everywhere, man. Pork is everywhere. Oh, barbecue ribs, oh, everywhere. And walking the street and trying to move as fast as possible because it's illegal to film. So, Jamaican thing, super cat. I saw it as I was walking down the street. Here, on the way to Patong, the beach, and Patong walking street, there's this little medical cannabis place on the left hand side. It's very expensive, very, I don't know. It's very strange place, very strange place. People are kind, but expensive. Oh, this was a funny place. This is on Patong Beach now. There's this Italian restaurant. I don't know what's up with pizza, but look at this guy's face, man. Look at his face. Like that's the photo he chose to be on the main street, front street, beach side of an Italian restaurant. I don't even know what about the whole first floor of Illy. I don't know. Anyways. So walking down past that, there's this little barbecue thing, BB gun stand that I saw, and you can charge like 100 baht, 15, 250. Little plastic BBs from these heavy metal BB guns. It's pretty interesting thing I found out there. So this one at the evening at the end of the evening, going home, I then spot this guy on a motorcycle, and he is towing just like this truck here, 5 skidoos on the back of his motorcycle, and he wasn't the only one. There was like other people doing the same thing as well, which is pretty cool, unique. I didn't know that little tiny engine can do that, but oh well. This is where I got uh, my rental. I rented this 125 for 200 baht at this place on the bottom. It says Platinum Hotel, Patong Beach. If you see it, you'll know. Tell them Richie sent you. Patong Beach, man. It was crazy. Sat down, had a beer, went on the sidewalk, bought a beer, and then walked across the street and sat down on a chair for free with a friend. We sat down, had a beer, had a chat, watched sunset. I took a couple photos. It was just something you see out of a dream or something, man. It's really blurry, but oh well. This is what happens when I can't film while walking on the street because the phone runs out of battery and I don't have a dedicated camera, and also the speaker, or my microphone. I'm not gonna complain. Anyways, excuse me. I went to Maybell's restaurant. It's a famous YouTuber here, but when I went, no one was there. It's okay. It's all right. Moved on to the next thing. So I had to pick up some supplies, and I found this thing. Yeah, yeah. It was girls wanted it. I had to give it to them. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, computer. And the taste. It tasted like. They told me it tasted like no hats, of course. And then yeah, it was like licorice. Yeah. Oh, this is my review of stink bean. Plant on YouTube a couple days ago, or a while ago. I seen this guy eat it. You just take the beans out. There's one way of eating, just straight in. There's one way, but usually it's prepared in some kind of dish. Uh, I've never had this before. It's called stink bean, um, hence why the window's open. And but it doesn't smell like anything now. So let's see how it is. Let's try it out. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Okay, there's like a. All right. Oh, shiitake. Doesn't really stink. Smells like a regular bean. Got spice. Interesting. So it's like a fresh lentil bean, very vegetable like. I don't know, like a red lettuce kind of. So yeah, like a mix between like an uncooked lentil and red cabbage kind of spice cake to it. But I'm pretty sure it probably tastes better when it's cooked with something. Moving on. Oh, I had to get my license. So I went here. Very highly recommended. Um, and the nurse was very, very helpful. Or doctor, I'm sorry, doctor. This is the other place. If you look, that um, you can't. You have to look for Greenhead. It's not really a Googleable that thing that's easy to Google. But once you do find it, this is the spot that is very highly recommended. Even though they are still expensive, they are definitely cleaner, neater, and closer to Walking Street, which allows you to then peruse and keep on walking around while you view the city. So it was a pretty nice place. Then I went to proceed to the what do you call it? This market, street market. And but I came to look for this guy specifically, Mr. Brownie Thailand. So he makes these cannabis brownies, and he has these little silver indicators on the brownies, as you see in the bottom of the photo. One means mild, one means light, two is mild, and then the one gold one means strong. I can tell you, it's not strong because of the laws, but it was nice and savory and tasty, just like a good brownie. It was a very good brownie. It was nice and soft and moist. Very, very good. So Then after that, turned directly behind me, and directly behind me was more pork. So I decided to get this pork belly and pork neck and some noodles to go. Chopped it up for me. Got some yakisoba style noodles, and yeah, that was my basically my last day in Phuket. As per my review, I had a different mind of what Phuket would have been, but it's still kind of what it is. It's I think one of the most expensive places in Thailand so far since I've been here. But yeah, it's very beautiful over there. Especially, I guess when you go towards like the north side, when you have towards like Laguna, where there's more expats and whatnot. Oh yeah, and talk about that, like um, riding a motorcycle, man, or a scooter, in is one thing, but riding a motorcycle in Thailand, when you have this knowledge that one of the highest death rates in the world for scooter accidents or motorcycle accidents in the world, it's Thailand. So yeah, I have to be careful with that. Reminds me, I need to go get a bike right now. So okay, on to the next one. Peace.